Hey there everybody, this video will be showing you how to set up the one slot victory theme plugins because a couple of people are having problems with it. So I'll just go over the basics on installing it and setting it up, and then that's it I guess. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. First, this is how a configuration file will look like, where you specify a costume and then what index it uses. I'll go over this in more depth once I set up the plugin, but for now, it just basically looks like this. The file name without the extension, the costume underscore color number, and then the index. There's two versions of this plugin, ACMD and Smash Script. These two are incompatible with each other, so you'll have to pick only one of them. And if you pick ACMD, you'll need to download libacmd hook and libnro hook. And if you download Smash Script, you'll need libnro hook and liblua replace. For this one, I'm gonna stick with ACMD because that's the one I've been using for testing and stuff. But it should be straightforward to set up both of them. So let's go ahead and download the ACMD plus its dependencies. Don't forget, you'll also need ARCropolis to replace the to replace the music in the game itself. But I already have that set up, and I'm assuming most users already have that set up, so I'm not gonna bother. And this should be as straightforward as Zisu, by the way. And then you also have a template which you can use to replace the songs with them and assign pre-made Nutty audio and Nutty banks for this, I guess. Anyways, now to set this up, first we'll extract this somewhere. And let me bring my FileZilla client. Let's just pin this up and bring this out. Alrighty, so we'll take our atmosphere folder here in the downloads and drag it onto our SD card, which is here. It should prompt to overwrite, which is taking a while because the server thingy. Ugh. So we're gonna overwrite, and let it replace the rest. And then libacmd hook and libnro hook. We're gonna go to atmosphere, contents, 0100688000160, ROMFS, skyline, plugins, and then just drag them in there. So one, overwrite, and overwrite. So now this should be set up. Libacmd hook and libnro. I don't need that. I think libacmd test. My bad. Don't need that. So now that it should look like this, basically, where you have ARCropolis, ACMD, or liblua replaced, depending on what you installed, an RO hook, and one slot victory themes. And then to set up the one slot victory themes, you'll go to your ultimate folder here, mods, and create a new folder. Call it whatever you want. This one I'll call it one slot victory. And in here we'll create a new file. Or we don't actually need to create it here real quick. Let me just open up Notepad. We'll create a new configuration using Notepad here. So as you can see here, we have the file name. So BGM D47 F Sonic, Sonic's victory theme. We have the costume. So costume 0 equals whatever index we want. Let me just, oh boy, I need to organize my desktop. Alright, to open up the template over here, extract it all somewhere, replace. And now we go ahead and look at this. Each index, so 0 would be this one, the first entry, 1 would be the second, 2 would be this, 3 would be this, or 2 would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically like that, yeah. So 0 is the first one. I suck at explaining the index stuff. Just know that if I put 5 here, it'll pick 5 here, basically. So for example, if I want the costume 0 to use this one, I'll put 5. And if I want costume 1 to use this one, I'll put 7. And then if I don't specify any other costumes, it'll just use this one, the default. So costume 0 would use 5, costume 1 would use 7, and that's what I'll use for my current test. So file, save, or save, I guess. Let's call this, oh wait, we have to call it a specific file. Victory.toml. And now we just go ahead and drag that file in there. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and create our folders that we need. Stream, sound, BG. We can go ahead and drag our template files here for now, as an example. And we're going to rename them to the victory theme we're using here. So select that, rename. FTP is going to kill me. Rename. Alrighty, so now it should work in the console. Let's go ahead and test that out. Boop, boop. This is going to take a while to boot up. And it loaded, so let's go ahead and test it out. Let's talk 1 minute. Sonic Color 0, right? That's supposed to play index 5, and then costume 1 is supposed to play index 7. Let's test that out, and everything else should be playing index 0.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hopefully this abuse dies. Is he dead? Yep, he is. Alrighty, that one worked. Let's go ahead and try out costume 1. Oh god, I hate trying to control. I should just set up another controller. That one's supposed to be play index 7. Yep, that one worked. And one more test for the other costumes. Alrighty, let's see if that works. Yep, that one works. And that's how you set up the plugin. Hopefully it was easy enough to follow. That's about it. See ya.